Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today we're gonna check out this super tiny drone. This is the iFLIGHT Defender 20 Lite X with the Dji O4 Lite with the wide angle camera. This is the first time I try the official wide angle from DJI, but I already tried the Flywoo one and many others, so I know what to expect. In the box you'll find a carrying pouch, and inside it, boom! You have the drone nicely protected, some space for the batteries, and up top you have the paperwork and a tool bag with some rubber pads, the tools to service the drone, and a cap for the camera lens. Sadly, there are no replacement propellers. The drone weighs 75 grams without battery and with the propeller guards. You can remove them. This is super interesting. With just 4 screws, they come out and this becomes an open propeller freestyle drone. So in this video I'm gonna test out both configurations. The bottom of the drone and the propeller guards are injection molded, while at the top you have a SLS printed canopy, which is high quality, and FDM printed TPU battery holders, with also a loop for the balance plug. And at the top you have a unibody carbon fiber plate, which is 2.5mm thick, and they also made a couple of slots if you wanna run a battery strap instead of these holders. At the back you have the pigtail antenna and the XT30 ports, because this drone supports 2S power. The O4 Lite Wide at the front is tiltable and also it's soft mounted by these rubber grommets. And since sometimes you hit the camera and these rubber grommets come off, they put this kind of plastic holders that you find in new socks you buy. It looks like a very smart and lightweight solution, but I wish they gave us some spares in the box. The O4 Lite VTX is stored at the bottom and you have access to everything you need: the bind button and the USB-C plug for downloading the videos. The propellers are made by iFLIGHT and they are 2020, the motors are 1103 14,000 kV, and I have 7 all-in-one flight controller. They routed the USB-C at the top right here. And finally, let's fly. I'm gonna use a 520 mAh 2S HV from iFLIGHT. I'm gonna fly first as a Cinewhoop and then I'm gonna remove the ducks and fly again. Wow, we have a magpie chase today. Where the hell did he go? Ah, okay, I saw it. Hi there. Man, this guy is a rascal. He doesn't care at all. I couldn't take off because he would constantly peck at the drone while he was on the ground. It doesn't leave me alone. It's because the drone is so small. Look, it's following me. It doesn't care. This is crazy. Okay, so this drone seems to fly quite nicely. It's much more stable than I was anticipating. And very smooth. For having a O4 Lite, it looks incredible. And immediately we are chicken chasing as well. I'm still in angle mode, but look. Wow, it looks incredible. Okay, this drone is a lot of fun. I am using Espresso RS radio, the Oxbot R1. I'm not used to it, so I'm sorry. But okay, we are in acro mode now. Battery status good, perfect. So let's. It glides. It was perfect until now, and it has a little bit of gliding. I'm gonna see without propeller guards if it still has gliding. That will be a shame, because otherwise it's really good. For being a 2S little drone, it's pulling above its weight class. Wow. Where the hell is the magpie? Still there. Man, this guy is just a menace. I have become friend with him because I found him under a tree when he was not too much small, but he had his feathers, but he couldn't fly for a long time. He didn't have the tail fully developed. I gave him a little bit of food, and now it hangs out constantly with me. And sometimes it becomes annoying because this kind of bird, we call them thieves, because they steal everything. Like you leave a screwdriver on a table, it just picks it up and brings it somewhere else. And he does this with everything, not only metal objects, but everything you are doing. He comes and he starts messing with all of the gear. Also, iFLIGHT, I am using your own batteries, HV. How the hell does the drone think it's a 3S? The voltage on the drone should have been better calibrated, because you recommend the HV batteries and it's not calibrated correctly. Luckily, I have this Oxbot R1 radio, which should tell me if the battery is getting depleted, because it's getting telemetry from the drone itself. So this radio could save my batteries, even though I still prefer the O4, the Dji RC signal lost. Nice. That's why I prefer the DJI radio. And also, you see, this gives me anxiety. Oh my god. Stop. And also because I can record from it, which is great. 6.5. Yeah, okay, let's land. Yeah, it was time to land. I believe he wants to learn how to fly the drone. There you go, there you go. Yeah, you're learning. Keep going. Yeah, exactly. I was not expecting it, but it's quite smooth, it doesn't seem to have any kind of jello, and it flies quite nice even with the propeller guards. The only issue I have found is that if you go static, horizontal, and you go zero throttle, the drone doesn't fall, but it goes gliding, so it descends very, very slowly because the propellers spool up. This can probably be solved in tuning, but they did such a great job that I am satisfied. Also, these rubber pads at the bottom are flying out with one flight. And now I just removed these 4 screws and wow, boom. It becomes a little freestyle drone. I'm gonna fly with the same battery as before. Okay, let's start straight in acro. The drone is also very, very silent. Makes kind of a mosquito noise, little screechy, but it's not too bad. It seems to wobble a little bit more than before. I checked, there are no other pit tunings, so this is the only pit tune they provide. But yeah, it flies more agile. I don't have to crash because I don't have the replacement propellers for it. Let's see if it glides. Still glides a little bit less than before, but yeah, it still glides a little. If you go down like that. But it's a much more agile drone now. I don't know, I probably would keep it with the propeller guards because it flies smoother somehow, and also I don't like having the propellers on the ground like this because if you touch anything you just snap them, because they are not even protected by the motor arms. This thing is giving me anxiety. No! I couldn't even go recover it and the camera shut down from overheating. It just does it in like 30 seconds. You have to hurry up when flying because they put plastic on the bottom. There is no airflow at all, almost just these slits right here. So I wish they added, I don't know, some kind of aluminum insert to just dissipate the heat a little bit better. We still have a little bit of battery left. We flew for a couple of minutes before, so I'm gonna check the battery life when I check the video. Oh wow! Bro, chill out! Chill out, man! Maybe it's a little bit territorial up here. I just wanna chase the chicken. Which are your enemy because they always peck at each other. No, the chicken. Please, please take off. No, immediately he shuts down. Okay. Okay, I hope it doesn't turn off while flying. Aircraft processor overheated. Come on, come on. I am flying forward just to cool it down because I don't want to go recover it. Wow.
Battery status good.
Battery status good, perfect. At least. Signal too low. I am at 500 milliwatts.
Signal restored.
And that's why I fly with a DJI radio. I just don't have all of this. I see it at the bottom and it doesn't give me anxiety while flying. And also, as long as you have video, you have RC signal. Low battery voltage. But it's very, very silent. Probably there are ways to make them even more lightweight, more efficient and more silent. I can't wait to review a toothpick with this camera on top.
Signal restored.
Yeah, for being a 2S drone, it doesn't fly bad at all. Extremely low. Okay, let's land. Yeah. I can't seem to be able to land at a proper voltage. I just watched the stabilized video back and it's perfect. No jello, no stabilization issues, nothing. So very good job on this mount. I remember also the previous version of this drone didn't have any issue. So very good job. I like that from that version they gave us the possibility of using whatever battery we want, because before it had proprietary batteries, which I am not a fan of. But arguably the drone looks a little bit uglier now. This little drone exceeded my expectations because it flies really nicely and it doesn't make too much noise, it's smooth, so I like it, but I have a little bit of nitpicks. First of all, the replacement parts. Give us a couple more props and a grommet because this thing crashes and these propellers are quite thin and without propeller guards they can break quite easily. Also, this bottom plastic for sure protects the insides, but it adds extra weight, which is not good, and also it prevents a lot of airflow from the O4 Lite. And this was a big issue in this review because in the first flight I couldn't record onboard video because I had the bird pecking on it. I moved the drone 30 seconds, that was enough to not make the camera record because it was overheating. And also when I crashed afterwards, the camera was like after 20 seconds overheated and it shut down, which is a little bit of a pain. It's 30 degrees out, it's still summer, but not like last week, which was 40. And this is worse than normal behavior of this camera, which already is not very good. So probably they could have saved a little bit of plastic and put a small slit of aluminum just to cool the VTX a little better. But still, if you use Espresso LRS, you can turn off and turn on the camera on a switch, which is nice, they thought about it. And also, despite the drone flying very good for its size, you can feel a little bit of gliding effect both with and without the propeller guards. Without, it's a little bit better, but if you just do this and leave the throttle, the drone comes down slowly. But that's the only situation when you feel it, and otherwise it flies very predictable, so I don't feel like it's a very big setback. So I feel like this drone is very well executed and enjoyable. I like these removable propeller guards, but probably I'm just gonna keep it with them on, because with the drone being a pusher, it's very easy to damage the propellers, and these are the only ones you get. So if you get this drone, buy extra propellers for sure, and it still flies nice with the prop guards on. And that's all for today. As always, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about this drone, and if you wanna buy something, check out the links in the description below, because clicking on them you help this channel a lot, and many times you also find discounts. Thank you so much, stay safe and happy flying, bye!